So I'm just going to open it up, whether you want to close your eyes, whether you want to keep them open. I tend to close my eyes because I tend to get in the energy when I do this sort of thing. And then also I can channel in a sense what's required for whoever might be watching the group as a whole. So I'm just going to ask you to just take some nice deep breaths in through your mouth. And sorry, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do about 3 of them. And this is just really to just clear your mind. If you have trouble clearing your mind, just imagine this breath coming in. And as you breathe out, just imagine the breeze, almost, if you will, washing away whatever might be occupying your mind. And let's just do one more. So now you should be feeling a little bit clearer, perhaps a little bit more relaxed. So we're just going to expand now on this concept of energy, that we are all energy. And I'm just going to imagine, get you to imagine yourself, just the energy flowing in your body, just tap into your body, just feeling, perhaps those that are energy sensitive will be able to feel the energy flowing. Doesn't take much for me to feel it. So as you feel the energy flowing, just become aware of what we call the boundaries of the body. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to expand out from our body. Just imagine your energy field moving out now, moving out to the room you might be in. Just sensing a feeling of expansion as you move out, and not so much sighting the room you're in, but actually feeling the energy of the room you're in, feeling your energy becoming one with the room you're in, if you like. And once you're here, we're going to expand out again. Let's expand out to imagine that we're feeling our energy going out to the whole of our house. Once you're there, just imagine the energy going out to your garden, and if you're in a unit, you might imagine it going out to the complex, and the gardens in the complex perhaps you've got a swimming pool. Just imagine that all of your energy is out there, so you're becoming aware of the yard, of wherever you live. Perhaps you live in a high-rise, so that could expand out to the entirety of the high-rise. And you become aware of the street below and the sky above. So for those in homes, we're just going to expand out further. Just imagine moving your energy out and becoming aware of the street, going past the street, and just becoming aware now of your suburb. And just as you do this expansion exercise, just allow yourself to feel the lightness that comes with it when we expand our energy out. So going out past our suburbs to our states. And as we expand out, just allow the awareness of all the other energies that might be around, the energies of the people in their homes, the energies of the animals, the pets, perhaps wild animals or wild native animals around. I have a park behind my house, so I'm always aware that there are bush turkeys and There are marsupials, and so just encompassing whatever surrounds you. And if you're in a city, it might be that you're expanding out to the nearest park next to you and feeling the energy of the trees in that park. And just expanding out and expanding out, encompassing our full state and the beauty of the nature around, and the beauty of people and the connectedness of people, and just knowing and realizing that we're all one. If everything is energy, everything is also connected. So just becoming aware of that great oneness, that connection that exists with everything and everyone, including the earth itself. So once we've gone out to our state, we're going to go out to our continent. Just becoming aware of the expansiveness of the continent in which you live. And perhaps it's a continent. In Australia here, we're an island, we're a very large island. So I'm becoming aware of the ocean around the island. I'm becoming aware of little tiny triangular shaped Tasmania down below. If you're in a continent that joins other countries, just becoming aware of that, the massive size of that continent, and all of that energy that you're part of. How exciting to be part of something so grand and glorious, the earth itself. So expanding out, we're going to go past our continent. We're going to feel the freshness of the ocean, the energy of the ocean, the beauty of the ocean, expanding out to the earth itself, the wholeness of the earth, her beauty, her glory, her healing power. And then just becoming aware of the space around the earth, how expansive, how light that is. We're all aware of the moon landing and how the lack of gravity on the moon had the astronauts jumping and hopping and skipping. So just feeling that lightness now, that lightness, becoming aware of that lightness and that amazing amount of space out past our earth. We're going to go further, to the galaxy that we live in, the solar system we live in. Just feeling that lightness. And sometimes when you get here, and maybe even perhaps before here, some people start to feel a bit lightheaded. They're not used to feeling so light when the heaviness starts to leave the body. So just go with it and just take some nice deep breaths. And if you've got shoes on, kick your shoes off and just ground your feet. Touch the earth beneath your feet. Just to ground you. And now we're going to go past this beautiful, beautiful galaxy of ours. We become aware of all the other planets, all the stars, all the constellations. And as we expand outside this galaxy, there is a vastness that we can't even imagine. And yet we have some knowing of it somewhere deep inside us, because we have come from somewhere else for this experience to be an experience embodiment on this planet, the joy of embodiment, the ability to taste and feel and touch. So just expanding out and out. And you may receive awarenesses of where you're from, and you may receive awarenesses of this is so familiar. I am just space. I can feel it. I am just energy. And this is who you truly be. This is the power that's within you. to reach out and touch everything and everyone. So while we're in this great expansive space, recognizing we're part of everything, we are just molecules and atoms and protons and neutrons and electrons spinning around each other with a great deal of space in between. Just recognizing that energy attracts energy. So at this point in time, I'd like to ask you that question. What would you like to attract? What would it take for you to have a joy-filled, exciting, happy, abundant life? What else is possible when you become this space? When you function from this space? This place of everything, connection to everything and everyone. So then in this place, just for a moment, I'm going to ask you, what would be possible if you are part of everything and everyone? What would be possible? What could you create in your life that you haven't yet created? Because if you can touch through your expansion every other molecule, every other atom, every other neutron, every other electron, every other proton, so then what would stop you creating whatever you want? Because energy attracts energy. So when we get to the place where we live in that knowing that we are just energy. Everything is energy. So everything we see, everything we can touch, taste, is all energy. So if it's all energy, and we are part of that, what's to stop us from rearranging the energy in our lives? Rearranging the energy that is uncomfortable and doesn't look like what we desire, and rearranging it to energy that's comfortable, fun, exuberant, joyous, and it begins to look like what we desire, and then we simply call it into being. So now in this moment, while we still have a few moments left, I'm going to ask you to I'm going to be quiet for a little while. I'm going to ask you to allow yourself to be the energy of what you desire most. And if you're a healer, perhaps you're desiring to take your practice to the next level. If you're brand new and you've never experienced a situation where people are talking about energy in this way, perhaps there's something in your life that's drawn you here to this live today, and there's something you would really desire to change. So rather than focusing on what you want to change, I'm going to ask you to focus on what you desire. And while you're in this expansive space, know that your energy affects all of the electrons, all of the neutrons, all of the protons, all of the molecules of the energy around you. Your vibration touches the vibration of other people, the earth, animals, insects, everything there is, space itself. That's how powerful you really are. So I'm just going to take a few moments to be quiet and ask you, what is it you truly desire? And I'm going to encourage you to come into not so much seeing it, but feeling it. I'm going to ask you to feel it, be the energy of it as if it's already there with you, as if you already have it. If it's a new home you desire, imagine you're in this home. What would it feel like to be in this home? If you're a practitioner taking your business to the next level, what would it feel like? What would it feel like to be at that next level? If you're experiencing pain, what would it feel like to have no pain? To heal your pain through awareness and through changing your thoughts and expanding your energy and choosing healing. So whatever that is for you, whatever it is that you most desire to create, just take a couple of moments now. Let's all just sit in this place and create it with our energy. Be the energy of what you desire. So now that you're in this place, this energy of what you desire, now that you can feel what it feels like to be there, to have it, to be in the middle of it. I'm just going to ask you to do whatever feels right for you, whether you want to harness this energy, whether you want to embrace it, hold it, bring it into your being. Whatever it may be, you may want to move your hands, you may want to just sit and receive. And just know you can come to this place anytime. You can use this expansion exercise anytime. You can rewatch this video anytime and be in this place. This is where we create from. We create from energy, from thought. Yes, it's an action world. Yes, we have to take action, but everything begins with thought and with energy. So this is the quantum field. Whatever we place in the quantum field is ours. So claim it in the quantum field. And however long it takes to show up is it's a sign of however far your energy is from what you desire. Sometimes we get impatient when something doesn't show up right away. This is just showing us that we haven't quite become the energy of what we desire. So a great question to ask is, what would it take for me to become the energy of what I desire? Or what energy, space and consciousness can my body and I be? create this energy that would bring me my new home, to create this energy that would heal my wrist, to create this energy that would take my practice to the next level, whatever it may be for you. So now we're just going to come back ever so slowly. So we're going to come back from this beautiful place of no gravity, of feeling so light, like we're floating, like we're complete space. We're going to bring that feeling, that energy back with us. That awareness of what this feels like. We're going to bring it back with us as we come back. We're going to come back from those outer dimensions, those outer galaxies, those places that might have triggered memories, visions. We're just going to bring ourselves back, slowly coming back, becoming aware of our own galaxy, becoming aware that we're still this space. We're just choosing to come back. And coming back from the galaxy, back, past the moon, past the other planets. Well, I guess the other planets would be first, before the moon. Coming back, becoming aware of the earth. And just bringing that beautiful space, that lightness, that zero gravity with you as you come back. Coming back to across the oceans, back to your continent. Becoming aware of your continent. Becoming aware of your country. Bringing your awareness back to your state. I'm sensing some clearing happening here, so just allow your body to relax in this. So whatever it is that we as a group are holding on to, would we all now be willing to just let it go? Just let it go. Good and bad, fun, purple, long shorts, boys and beyonds. Good and bad, fun, purple, long shorts, boys and beyonds. There we are. So coming back to our state where we are. Coming back to our suburb, our county. Some places have counties. Becoming aware of the area in which we live. Becoming aware of the peace we brought with us. And we can now really just pour out that beautiful peace we brought with us. There's plenty. We never run out of this expansive space. There's always more to be had. So we can really start to share this. And we can just, whatever feels light for you to do. For me, I just imagine energy just flowing from my hands and just sharing. Everyone and everything I'm aware of as I come back to my suburb, and just bathing everything in this beautiful, expansive, peace-filled, loving vibration space. It's this beautiful space of being, just oscillating with our own molecules, and just coming back from our suburb, coming back into our yard or our apartment building, becoming aware of that, becoming aware of our surroundings, and coming back some more into our home, into the walls of our home, just becoming aware, bringing that beautiful peace and space with you. Coming back into the room you may be in at this point in time. Coming back to perhaps the chair you might be sitting in, or you may be lying on the floor, or it's coming back, becoming aware of your body, this beautiful body you've chosen to travel through this life with, this body that communicates, that has its own innate intelligence, its own consciousness. Coming back to one with the body, to joining with the body, the beautiful body, the body that allows us to touch, taste, hear, see, feel. Oh, I'm so blessed to be embodied. What a great experience. Just coming back, bringing that space with you, so perhaps you might notice that maybe if you're sitting, maybe it wasn't made for pain, and now there's space in that place, there's space, there's lightness. Allow yourself to feel that expansive space, that lightness, and just in your own time. I usually like to just take a few more breaths to bring myself right back. So whatever works for you, whatever's light for you, just bring yourself back when you're ready. Back. Becoming aware of being one with your body, the lightness, the space that you've brought back, this new place of one with your body, with this awareness of space. After a long day, just having some space in your body, some peace, beauty with the body, one with the body. And some people like to come down through the crown chakra. For me, it tends to be a full body experience. Different for everyone. If you have a practice, just bring yourself back with your practice to your body. And when you feel one with your body, when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and join us.